Oh, snap.
Slice there, asking more questions of Djokovic.
Yeah, the movement to get that low ball wasn't quite as explosive as we've seen earlier.
That's the shot Sinner doesn't really have.
Yeah.
That's, you can see it causes problem to Djokovic to know what to do with that.
Harder on the legs, right, to get across down there, play that
And then,
low ball.
and if you do make the shot, you've got so much court to cover, you basically have to go for a winner. Particularly if you're starting to feel the legs a little bit.
Kind of slipped as he tried to get up to that drop shot. Alcaraz definitely sensing this is time to make it even more stressful. Novak's body.
He's 22, but he's a genius out there. There's no question about that.
Yeah. You see question, John, fast IQ and that. You talk about how Alcaraz's IQ is Novak's IQ. I think it's intelligence, really, right? It's just instinct awareness.
Yeah, yes.
What else would you define it as IQ? The tactically reading things, instincts.
It's a combination of all those things you just threw out there, along with your just skill and your belief that you can execute what you need to do at the right moment. I always like to Chris make it as easy for me as I possibly could, as difficult for your opponent. And that's what these guys are, strategizing in a chess match out there. Not have to go for a lot of low percentage shots if they can avoid it.
Alcaraz trying to make it speed chess.
Yeah, that's true.
And Novak back across this end again looks a little weary trying to summon some energy here. Alcaraz, 5-3.
He's feeling it, but I'll tell you what, he's hitting the ball as well as he hit it in the first set. Djokovic is back up, his winner count's back up. A 9 in this set. Realizing that he's got to go bigger just to stay in this now.
After that one, Alcaraz goes for 5-3. Keep his foot on the gas right here. Sam's a chance to grab the set here, serve to begin the fourth. Coming back with the serve.
Oftentimes, Djokovic is telling his camp to give him something. But James, you're in court, and it seems to me that he's looked over at these guys a few times and said, just keep it quiet. I don't want to hear anything.
Yeah, you've seen him so many times get a little bit frustrated. That's definitely starting to come out. I'll see it often in different ways. And yeah, he doesn't look like he wants a lot from them right now.
Let's go.
Okay.
Alcaraz, no shortage of energy.
Yeah.
His team showed Novak out of this set.
The variety has been so, it's made a big impact.
Stand.
Back to this second serve.
Not over quite yet. Set points to really take control. We said that when Sinner was up 2-1, but he'll have to do it. It looks like again.
That's this one. He's winning.
Wants to hold the Alcaraz is number one. He started serving the foreset and get behind again. So this is a big game for a couple reasons. For him, he's starting to try to give him some energy.
Just 7-point save.
He served well. It's not great, but well, his percentage is right around 70%. That's only his third ace. It's tough to get the ball past this 22-year-old. Any part of the court.
Who's falling? The player climbs out below 40 just to stay in a set. It's that fourth break point. It's defensively tough. The opponent can create the next one.
Yeah.
Sit here.
Especially when you lose that deuce point, and then all of a sudden you feel like you're back against the wall again.
Starting to feel like some of those service games against center.
Exactly. So this could shift the momentum back to Djokovic's favor. If he holds, the crowd will be energized. Pull for him. See if Alcaraz then blinks.
Djokovic finds the angle there.
That's exactly what Alcaraz is starting to do to him. He returns the favor. Strong effort here.
Still, battle continues just to stay in the set.
So Alcaraz has got to tell himself, even if I lose this game, I made this guy work at it, try to make those legs a little more weary.
You were almost about the positive spin, John.
It's not hard for him to get behind.
excellent return with that height and depth, and that opens the court up. And Djokovic is really starting to struggle when he's got to move fast to the forehand side.
Serve is in the low 80s, so he had plenty of time to make what to do there. That's better. No question. We all, I thought, it's still
Carlos has a long way to go.
he still has a long way to go.
He would be the youngest of the career Grand Slam in the open era. Rafa has that mark now.
7 point, number 5.
That's weird if he gets in the end. Long grinding game, extra painful for Djokovic. As the Alcaraz breaks, gets within a set of his Australian Open title and his piece of history. And welcome to our courtside bumper down. Well, we talked a lot about the chess match. We talked about the physical test now in the fourth set with what you just seen. What's the challenge for Djokovic?
There's a lot of challenges to come on, Chris. He's a master at being able to figure out what to do. Some of it obviously is going to come down to how much he's got left in the legs. Because Alcaraz is on his game and he's really mixing things up in a beautiful way. If he keeps doing that, it'd be hard to imagine he could hold this out.
Trainers have to have a conversation with Novak. You could sort of see it at the game in which Alcaraz held the series of long points. And Djokovic was hunched over down here before he sort of, that's the game he lost. Sir, I think the wear and tear is pretty evident in the last 15 minutes.
And it's also the different types of points that Alcaraz is playing. So he's pushing Djokovic into different positions repeatedly and doing it with so much variety. And I said at the beginning of the match, that's going to be, to me, the X factor in this match is the variety, the different looks that Alcaraz can give you with the slice, with the drop shot, with opening up the court. And Djokovic, remember, he had a nasty, really nasty blister on the other foot, the right foot, earlier in the tournament. So I don't know what he's dealing with now, other than the fact that he's 38, he played a 5-setter against Sinner, and now he's getting bossed around by Alcaraz these last 2 sets.
Yeah, in those 2 matches, they had to stop it. Trainer had to retake the blisters. You haven't talked about that last round. It looked like they cut some tablets off the hand. So, look, John, we've seen over the years, I mean, is anybody who can manage lulls and appear to come back from tough situations with Djokovic? Maybe more than the athlete we've ever seen in any sport.
Yeah.
But he's out there alone, and we talked about the odds that he faces trying to be the oldest guy in the open era to win any major.
Well, he had that issue with the blisters at the Open. We saw a nasty one. So this isn't like something new. It's somewhat surprising. He doesn't play as many events as he used to. I guess that's part of it.
Doesn't appear that's the issue now.
No, it isn't. It isn't the issue. Millian, I know Millian, his trainer, has done a great job, and they spoke about it in the press, and they figured out that how to deal with it. It's not a factor. The factor that has to deal with is the guy he's playing. He's playing at a very high level with new balls and in 2 sets to 1 lead. Patrick hit the nail on the head. He's 38. He just played a grueling match. I would presume almost all human beings, tougher for him to come back from that than Alcaraz, even though his was longer.
4 hours, 9 minutes, finished about 2 o'clock.
Yeah, 1:32. But so what time do you go to bed? All that stuff comes into it. He came out great, played an incredible first set.
to win the next 2 sets. And I think the telltale game is going to be his first service game of the set. He's going to have to dig in.
Alcaraz looked unprepared to hit that volley, cost him the point.
Let's remember the last time they played was in the U.S. Open second. After the match, Djokovic said, "I can only do as much as I can do. It would be very difficult for me in the future to overcome the hurdle of Sinner Alcaraz in best of 5 in the Slam. I think I have a better chance best of 3. Best of 5 is tough. Not giving up on Grand Slams in that regard. Having said that, I'm going to continue to fight, try to get to the finals and fight for another trophy at least. But it's going to be a difficult task."
It was difficult on Friday, but he got through it. But because of Alcaraz's game, he said,
He said, not impossible, he said, but difficult. And here's what Alcaraz has presented to them. The drop shot. He started using that midway through the first set. The defending. That's an X factor here as well. Alcaraz has the feel. Alcaraz again at the top of your screen, opening the court, defending with the slice, playing that short in the corner. Recap, and now, as you said, Chris, this is absolutely crucial next few minutes for Djokovic to see if he can stay in this.
Just held one of the last 3 games of serving, has come down, hasn't been a great night, but okay.
Well, that's exactly what he wants to do. I don't think he needs a quote from like Socrates that realizing it's going to get tougher to beat these guys at best of 5. He pulled off a Houdini act the other night.
Carl is well aware, though, guys, how big this game is, and the first point is a daunting start.
Enough points like that, that's for sure. Unbelievable defense again.
He's going to have to dig even deeper now to get below 30.
The serve bigger. He's going to have to be found. He's serve bigger than ever against Sinner. That's he's got to get some 3 points here. Career, he's got guys on the ropes and just squeeze them out. Alcaraz has the chance to do that to him now.
Never lost in this position. His career. He came close to the semis. The first set that was dangerous. By far. Still games.
That's exactly the message Alcaraz is sending to Djokovic. I'm not going to be game. Take no risk. It's not there. Just play a good heavy ball.
Absolutely. Tremendous shot. Alvarez almost tracked it down, Stevie. Still got another one to say. Press 4 for 10. Break point chances. Restoring here, get a second or third win. He's going to need if he's going to win this. It's interesting, isn't it? Put so many hours in seconds, this match, from a time perspective, is not that long. It's 2:11, but it's just the physicality of each point. Alvarez bringing to it, it's affecting each other. I'll tell you, that's a heck of an effort on that high lob. That's not easy at all. I'm just trying to get some momentum coming down, some speed as it drops.
Never been the strongest part of his game, the smash.
He says the worst shot was Arsenal, but he pulled it off and he needed it there. That's just too good.
Just relentless pressure being applied at every Djokovic service game now. It's like a crusade to try to hold Djokovic.
It's also losing some speed on the serve. It's down. Looks about 7 miles per hour from the first set. That's not healthy. Remember early in the match, Carlos was getting 10% of the, first serves, but winning them wasn't even getting a lot back. That came in there.
Only his fourth. It's not usually going to be good enough against a guy like Alcaraz to win 62% of your first serve points.
Just barely got that, but he had to go in. Alvarez so quick, and that should be heck of an effort to get out of this game. Saving 4 break points.
Continues.
Because that's what I used to do to guys. It returns and bounce just inside the baseline.
If you're just getting up on the East Coast, welcome to the men's final of the Australian Open. Djokovic, superb start, for his 25th major. Alcaraz turning things around, quick second set, and then really strengthening his grip. Physical points to win the third set, and trying to break here early in the fourth. His bid for a career Grand Slam. It's a gift.
Sure is. After another good return that landed close to the baseline. He's breathing hard, he's working hard and trying to get that early break. Both guys are putting a lot of effort here. Second game of the fourth set.
Absolutely, he needs to have this hold. And
Very few guys would have gotten that return back. They put it where he put it. On top of that, two incredible shots.
Six great points over the game.
This is really impressive effort. This is just to get to 1-all. He's serving a lot better early in his fourth.
Djokovic has been a little quiet the last 45 minutes or so. This would give him a chance to look if he could escape this game.
Even that, with a great serve, Alcaraz forcing Djokovic to come out of 1-1, and they're even out winners, which is pretty incredible. This was it for them to stay in that category. 1 year apiece.
Still throwing punches. David's first one. He's still with us. Losing any one of those great points, he has been huge against.
You sort of feel like he's back up now. You know, these boring games that he's been for quite a while. That's huge.
Outside, anxious over the Serbian flags there. Still in the battle. Gotta find a way in. Now for his service. Great point since early second set hasn't broken since two great opening set.
A lot of people walking back into the stadium, which caused this delay.
All those chances. But a pretty strong grip on this match, and he got the break, which we're looking.
Definitely gives him something to think about. Not capitalizing there.
pressure on this first point here. Doing a pretty darn good job there. I'll tell you, all those sliding forehands are giving him trouble. He's connected on it. He went big on that one up the line, but just caught it a little late. Literally throwing himself in every swing. Smart play there. Not going for the winner. Just keep making his opponent work. Djokovic.
Talk about his IQ, John. His instinct is to go for winners, right? Like pure aggression. But
He's matured. He's matured on the court. He's gotten better at pulling back when he needs to, which there was a perfect example.
So are those stats. For example. And much more measured, controlled tennis. So you know the shot taking is there if he wants it.
it's really interesting, Patrick, because not many of his biggest wins would have been created with that approach, right? Think of measured and controlled being the first adjective to describe him.
And you think of the shot making, the power, speed.
Still showing the speed.
We're still showing all of it. The shot discipline is what's improving. That's a scary thought for the rest of the field.
Good point. After Djokovic's long climb to hold, quick hold for Alcaraz, back in front 2-1.
Who are we bringing in? Why don't you just simulate that? What? Simulate and predict who is the best substitute for this situation. So we go with Pete, obviously. Pete! Well, of course, humans are predictable. But with Siemens technology, the digital twin, everything else.
I mean, what I want is just to never worry about money. Yes, I internalized so much of my emotions that it started having a physical impact.
Is that why you sweat so much? I thought she really does. Yeah.
Only through my armpits, and it's only when I'm nervous. She nerves all the time. Yeah. Oh my god. No.
Stretching that out. Changeover, kind of what flexing they hip in his chair as well. Working on that right hip. 2 hours, 22 minutes, but as you guys said, it's been increasingly physical, just having to battle really in every single service game.
Hashtag?
Just the butt of the racket there, so that hip.
There's also no zip on this sword, so he's going more trying to get his spots out wide, which is smart to open that court up as he did there. That's right. Easy, keep it close. Get him out of some jams. Work it out, guys. Trust me, this guy really career grand slam.
Is Ashmana almost done?
Yeah, she's almost. It's coming now.
Hillary smash, and that was one of the worst tough shots you'll see for us.
Maybe the highest defensive line in Australian history.
Wait a minute. Near the roof.
That's on the line.
Easy hold off last. Leading that quick game 2-0. It's very first. You very momentous day. History is done. Page 22. This first game on 5 years ever better on his first. Page 22. That's the first page. Is it in the star area?
City wants to be the greatest ever. That was a smart.
Also, this is a pretty nice game. Starts his career in the outdoors. Pressure may make that joke, but just stay with. He's 22-year-old.
You cannot use that.
Celebrities that inspire many young people. And she's offerings here. It's rich, it's healthy, it's savory, and it's imagined by you. Try the latest in the Walker by You series today.
Wellness perfectly picked for you. Now at Target.
Talked about the achievement outburst getting tonight at the oldest or youngest in the open era for the US Open in 2040. You can see Agassi, Federer, which you considered Roland Garros in their late 20s.
We get another quick foul here. Conserve some energy.
Seems to be better physically than he was an hour ago, which is a good sign.
And quite honestly, than he was in any of the semifinals he played last year, the other four majors.